Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Force with another deck spotlight. Today we'll be taking a look at Kazah's Paladin Control deck, also known as Imprisoned. We've got some early game board clearing through the Doomsayer and Wild Pyromancer, mid game threats like Twilight Drake and Guardian of Kings, and then the late game winners such as Tirion Fordring and Ragnaros. This is all about stalling the game, moving into late game, at which point you have a strong advantage. Let's go ahead and take a look at the deck in action. Now, it has been quite some time since we took a look at a Paladin Control deck, so I'm pretty happy to be giving this one a shot. We're going to keep the Twilight Drake, but get rid of everything else. Unless he's running Aggro Mage, the Defender of Argun could have been nice, but Consecration is alright here. The Drake, meh. I do really like the Twilight Drake, though. The big thing, of course, we'll have to worry about is the sheep, but let's take a look here. Oh gosh, an early Doomsayer. Oh, that could be big. That could be pretty big here. Now let's see. The question is, do I coin into it so that he's got nothing else going on this turn, or do I take that damage and let him play something? I think we're going to take the damage for one turn. We'll do a Doomsayer next turn, and then that will allow us to set up for a coined Twilight Drake. It'll be smaller, but he's got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, he could still deal with. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. So if I had coined to the Doomsayer last turn, he wouldn't have played that. I also prefer not using the coin for the sake of hopefully potentially getting the Twilight Drake out next turn. We'll have to see though. He's got 3, 4, 5, 6 right now, so all I have to do is 1 extra damage to that. We do still have the Consecrate though as a potential backup. He could very well have it though, especially if he's got a Frostbolt in his hand. Okay, so here it is. This is pretty big right now. What does this hit? Hits that once. It's 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got enough to kill it right now. Luckily for us though, we've got the Consecrate, and I will probably coin into a Consecrate next turn, to be honest with you. I think that's actually exactly what we're gonna do. And then next turn we can play this. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that. So that's really good. The Doomsayer isn't always going to pop for you. And it's something we're getting this, I'll give you guys a link. There's a nice deck tech article that was put up, and I'll give you guys a link to that in the description below. I highly suggest going there and reading it. They just talk over some of the fundamentals of the deck. The Doomsayer, even preventing that damage to my face, that's very nice. That's very nice for us, so. Oh boy. Well, now we play this, and it's not gonna get much of attacking going through, but I think that's okay, because we can, yeah. Still gonna get damage off on that guy. Not a whole lot going on this turn anyway, so let's go ahead and play the Twilight Drake right now. It's gonna be a 4/6. 2 attacks from that will end up killing it. He could, of course, also sheep it, although he can't sheep it and ping it this turn. And honestly, if he's sheeping that, it means he's not sheeping some bigger threats. Oh my gosh, that's really painful, actually. Let me try to think here. What do I want to do? There's an Ice Lance to my face. So the healing's gonna help us a lot in this matchup. The question is, do we get to that point? So right now I could Aldor Peacekeeper to reduce damage from him. Or I could play the Drake. I mean, I don't know that he's gonna have much bigger than this. I actually kind of want to Aldor Peacekeeper that. And then I'm also gonna throw down a taunt with our Sunfury Protector. So this is gonna reduce the damage that we take from that. It's gonna give me 2 creatures, one of which to get by that, another one that could potentially kill the Acolyte of Pain. All around, I'm okay with this. Let's see what he's throwing out right now. He's gonna attack into that, gets the card draw. Does he have a Blizzard right now? The thing is, with the deck that I'm playing, the Aldor Peacekeeper against that, I think that's an okay move. Sometimes you'll see mages running Ragnaros, but a lot of times there's not much, you know, oh gosh, there's so much damage to my face. This is so awful. We've got the life gain though. We've got turn 7 and 8 life gain. Do we get there though? That's the big question. You know? Do we get there? Alright, gonna do this right now. See what we draw into. There's another Peacekeeper. I'll be able to play that right now. Let's see. I was thinking of just ignoring his 1/6 instead of attacking 2 creatures into it.
I got this.
I could kill it. But he's not gonna be able to get by both of these. And then he'd only have 1 for my face. So I'm actually gonna go with him to the face, believe it or not. Instead of going a double attack into that, freezing both of these creatures, bringing him down to 1 health. Here's his Drake. All right, so we're gonna start getting our life gain starting next turn. This is very big for us. This is huge, actually.
I feel icky.
Oh, Molten. Let's play a giant first, for free, and then get a bunch of life. Awesome. And yeah, I think I want to get rid of his creatures.
I got this.
If anything here, we're gonna clear his board right now. Instead of going first phase, I'm just gonna clear his board. And now we've got big beats in play. There's the game. All right, let's wrap it up and give the deck list a look. A successful display game. Let's go ahead and take a look at the cards in the deck. A little surprised by this. I'll explain to you sort of what they said. The reason for two Doomsayers were. We've got 2 equalities, makes a lot of sense in this deck. Also running the double Pyromancer, double Consecration. All of this is for clearing a lot of the crazy early game. And you'll see Doomsayers from time to time. 2 of the Doomsayers is really what's crazy. I really like the reasoning for it though. There's a ton of aggro, you know, that helps a lot. If it doesn't even kill your opponent's creatures, at the very least it is going to absorb 7 damage from them either throwing spells at it or attacking it, which is all delaying the game, or delaying you from dying. And that's sort of the big thing with this deck. It's you delay the early game and you push into your strong late game. Twilight Drakes, Faceless Manipulator to copy your own Twilight Drake or another one of your creatures. Guardian of Kings, not only is it the 6 health, but it's a big 5/6 creature. And then Ragnaros, Tirion, Ysera, and 2 of the Molten Giants. Sunfury Protectors, you know, again, stalling the game. Same with Defender of Argun, also very nice in conjunction with free cast Molten Giants if you get low. The Aldor Peacekeeper to stave off that damage, eliminate giant threats that your opponent may have. Again, we talked about the Pyromancer equality. The board clear combo of this game. We've got the Earthen Ring, Farseer as a early creature, removing your opponent's creatures, plus that little bit of life gain. Truesilver Champion, also for early board control. Consecration, you know the deal. Defender of Argun, same with Sunfury Protector, helping you out here. You can also, you know, force an attack into the Doomsayer or something if a situation arises in which you need to do that. The Twilight Drake, yes, obviously, makes sense in this deck. This Drake as well. We've got the spell power. Gives us, you know, the spell power gives us a little bit of benefit. It's also just it's the 4/4 body, which is very, very nice. Spell power helps with Avenging Wrath. Spell power helps with Consecration as well. So those are nice. Faceless Manipulator value a lot of times, even if if your opponent has no creatures to copy, you've got plenty of targets in this deck list. The Avenging Wrath for picking off opponent's creatures. Also very nice if they've got an empty board. Avenging Wrath to 8 to the face is not too shabby as well. Guardian of Kings, the life gain from that. And then the 5/6 body, lay on hands, life gain, card draw. And then we've just got the big old scary late game creatures, Ragnaros, Tirion, Ysera, and the Molten Giant. That is a deck list. Stay tuned. We're going to do a gameplay video in which we play a couple of games with this deck, see how it does. Stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching, taking a look at Kazaz's Paladin Control deck, also known as Imprisoned. Hope you have a fantastic day. Keep watching and keep owning.